Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Sheila, otherwise known as Keto Me. Today's video is especially important. Whether you've started the keto journey today or you've been on it for a while, you need to make sure that you are setting goals for yourself and you are staying motivated. Motivation is the key to any journey success. And if you do not have motivation, you will try to go back to old ways and old habits. If you're doing the keto diet, it's because most likely that no other diet has worked for you. You've tried other things and you have failed because your metabolism is so broken from years of eating bad foods, eating too much sugar, eating too much fat with the sugar, that this diet is the only way to heal yourself and heal your body. And because you had all of that time of bodily abuse with these terrible foods, you need to change your lifestyle. And lifestyle changes require commitment. They require goal setting so that you stay on track. So forgive me for looking down at my notes, but I really want to make sure that I cover all of this material with you. So setting goals, staying motivated, whether you're doing the keto short term or long term, which I'm guessing you're probably doing it long term, most of us anyway. It starts with your mind. It starts with making the conscious decision to change your life, to change the way you eat so that you can heal your body and subsequently lose weight. Motivation comes from your heart. It comes from your emotions. When you are inspired, when you see something, or maybe you get a diagnosis from your doctor that you need to change your eating habits, you need to change your life, you feel very motivated. You get that emotional surge, and that is what drives passion, and it keeps you excited for what you're doing and for the process that you're going through. And then you have commitment, where you commit to this. You make a promise to yourself that you are going to stick with this and you are going to succeed. And that comes from your soul. That is something that is all-encompassing and will keep you on your journey. So when you set a goal, you want to set goals that are attainable. So smaller, short-term goals are the way to go in a lifestyle change journey. You don't want to say, I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 3 months. Well, there's maybe 1 in a million people who could even come close to that. You want to be realistic. It took you years to put weight on. It's gonna take some time to take it off. So be patient with your body. You want to take it one day at a time, not even 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time. Set a short-term goal. You can set it for the week. You could say, I want to lose 1.5 pounds a week, which means about 6 pounds a month. That is an attainable goal. When you first start keto, you get super excited because the weight just seems to melt off your body the first couple weeks that you do it. But then you start to slow down the weight loss, and you even stall or plateau, and all of those negative thoughts come to you that this isn't going to work, that you're a failure. And I just want you to keep on track. I want you to just focus on those small attainable goals, because when you commit to that and you attain those goals, you're brain changes. You look at things differently. You see that you have success. You start to gain confidence, and that is where true success comes. The second thing is to surround yourself with positivity. That means surround yourself with the right people, positive people, people that support you. There's always going to be one person, at least in your life, who supports you no matter what, who loves you for who you are. That is the kind of person that you need around yourself when you're doing this sort of lifestyle change. You need someone who will love you and who will hold your hand when you need your hand held, because it's challenging, it's tough. It's hard to be in a world that is so focused on negativity and perfectionism when you do not feel those things about yourself, and you are going against a dietary system that basically the country has embraced, where it's high grains, fruits, and if your body can't handle that kind of food, you actually are judged sometimes by people who are saying that the keto diet is bad for you, high fat is bad for you, and you have to make sure that you have a support system around you that will allow you to feel good about what you're doing, besides feeling good that you are becoming healthy. There is a lot of outside influence, so make sure that you surround yourself with people who support you. Be active in online keto communities. Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit. These are all great organizations that have groups where you can interact with them. You will learn about recipes. You'll learn about success stories. It will be one of the most motivating things in your life to be a part of this community. I belong to 2 Facebook groups, and they are amazing. If I have any question, they are absolutely on it to find an answer or to give me their opinion, and it is so helpful. So make sure that you aren't just sitting at home, having all these questions and doubts and not having anyone to talk to about it. That is the epitome of feeling lost, and you don't want to feel lost. You want to visualize. So this comes upon the topic of goal setting. You want to visualize what you're going to feel like, what you're going to look like, and what you're going to be doing during the journey of your weight loss and your all-time goal. You want to visualize what your body is going to look like. So cut out pictures in magazines of women or men that you want to look like. Obviously, you're not going to look exactly like the person that you cut out. Here's an example. This is from Health Magazine. Okay, what woman would not want to look like this? But the thing is it is to train your brain to know that you can attain fitness, that you can look somewhat like this. And that is what you want to do. You want to train your brain to stop being negative about yourself and start being positive. That is where true success comes from, is where you can see yourself doing something. You can almost smell it, taste it, but you can see it. And that is where true progress and success comes from, is when you already can see yourself doing it. So get a poster board. Target $1. Get 2, get 4, get as many as you want, and start filling it up with positive messages, positive images. You can, get any sort of word program or document program and start getting positive imagery, positive words, and make these things your mantra. Look at them every day and visualize yourself doing exactly what you want to be doing. You can also go to Pinterest. They have great ideas. That is a great avenue for success stories to be inspired, to see how far people have come. You think that you have it tough. There's always someone who has it tougher than you do. So be a part of it and experience it so that you can feel like you can do it, that you are not a failure, that you can do this. When you do set those short-term goals, set yourself up with some rewards. A reward system is really helpful in the beginning, especially when you start kind of stalling out with the big time weight loss in the beginning. So you want to maybe at 5 pounds treat yourself to a manicure. At 15 pounds, get a massage. At 25 pounds, you're going to need some new clothes. So maybe treat yourself to some new clothes. These are all things that are positive reinforcement to the behavior that you're doing, and you will feel so good when you do it. It will be so rewarding when you do that. If you have attributes about yourself that you like, show them off. If you have great boobs, get a shirt that shows them off. If you have a great butt, get a pair of jeans that makes your butt look great. This is what you want to do for yourself. Don't focus on the things that you don't like about yourself. Focus on the things that you like, and as you do that, you will start to encompass your whole body in that feel-good feeling. So turn off that negative voice in your head that points out all the flaws that you think that you have, because that voice is not doing you any justice. Change your perspective. Try to maybe watch something funny. Put on your favorite movie and laugh, and that will change your perspective and get you out of that downward spiral thinking. Be kind to yourself. You are the only you that you have. So love yourself through the difficult times. Love yourself through the challenges, because it takes an enormous amount of strength to change your life, to make yourself a better person. And not everyone can do it. Not everyone can succeed in what they set out to do, but I know that you can. Focus on your own progress. It's very easy to get caught up in other people's journeys and other people's ways of doing things. The keto diet is especially unique. Everyone's body composition is different, and you want to make sure that you are focusing on yourself so that you can make this diet what works for you. 20 grams of carbs a day might be all that you can have when someone else can eat 50 carbs a day and still be in ketosis. You have to make sure you're not comparing yourself to others. Just focus on you and your progress. You can be excited for other people, especially if they're your friends and they're succeeding, but don't get caught up in what they're doing. Focus on yourself. If you're in the gym and you're really intimidated by the gym, which a lot of people are, focus on what you're doing. Everyone there is focusing on what they're doing. They're not paying any attention to you. They are on a journey as well. So just, if you work with a personal trainer, work with them, but otherwise really, focus on your own fitness goals. I'm really going to ask you to push yourself out of your comfort zone, to try different foods, to try different things, to, get yourself out of the rut that probably got you in trouble in the first place with weight. Try new foods, take a cooking class, take a photography class, do something that will inspire your passions, that probably will surprise you. Join a book club. Do something that will engage your mind and that will take you away from the addiction of food, because a lot of times food addiction is just a way of your body to feel good. And if you can find other ways to make your body feel good or your mind feel good, you are taking away that aspect of having to eat to feel good. And I think you'll be amazed in the doors that could open when you take yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. And finally, with my list of must-dos when you are doing this diet, this lifestyle change, is never be afraid to ask for help. There is no stupid question. When you're doing something that you are completely unfamiliar with, when you are a baby learning how to walk, the best thing to do is to ask questions. You've been eating in a certain way for years and years and years. This is what your body knows. This is what your brain is doing, and this is what your addiction is saying. And when you change all that, you can get very easily confused and very easily frustrated. So take advantage of the communities that keto has online. Join the groups and pick their brains. A lot of these people have been doing keto for years, so ask them questions. Never feel like you can't do this because you don't know the answer. There's always an answer out there. Don't pay attention to what people who don't know about keto are going to be very judgmental of this diet, just because it is so different than what the normal American diet is. So when you talk to people about the keto diet and they're not aware of it and they don't really have the education about it, I would just tell them that you're doing a low carb diet, because that is a little easier for people to understand and they become a less judgmental person about it. Just my, take on it. It's my advice. Obviously you can do what you want, but I've met a lot of people who basically look like I'm a crazy person for doing the keto diet, even though that I've had the success that I've had. So that's your judgment call. I'm just saying it makes life a lot easier sometimes when you just tell people you're doing low carb, but leave out the high fat part. So I want to end the video telling you about my goals. I have never been a great goal setter. I've always kind of been a go with the flow kind of gal. I have a lot of ideas about what I want to do, but to set a goal has always been a little intimidating for me because I've always had this feeling of being a failure. Like everything I do sort of falls apart, and that is something that probably has held me back in my life. In fact, I can say for sure it's held me back in some things. So with the keto diet, when I started in November, I started primarily because I wanted to change my eating habits. I had tried it before and had success, and I wanted to set a weight goal for myself. I wanted to just lose this weight, become a normal weight. So when I started in November, going back to that, I was in the process of ordering my wedding dress. My wedding is in May, and I set my first goal by ordering my dress 2 sizes smaller than what it actually was when I tried on the sample sizes. And the lady who assisted me in trying on dresses looked at me like I was a freaking crazy person. And she actually said, "I don't recommend that you do this." And I looked at her and I said, "I will be losing 40 pounds by my wedding." And she was like, "Okay, it's your dress. You can order it the way you want." So, I was 238, now I'm 212, and I know that I will lose that 40 pounds before the wedding. I just know it. There was nothing that's going to stop me. So my long-term weight goal will be, a number that I feel is really attainable. I don't want to be 100 pounds. That is not attainable for me. I am German. I am not built like a French girl. I have muscle, I have mass to me. So I have picked 150. I know that I've been that in the past, a long time ago. But I know that weight is good for me. So I would like to obtain that weight in a year. So 1 year. So by next November 1st, this year, I will be 150 pounds or less maybe. When I first started doing keto, I exercised quite a bit. Even though I was quite heavy, I really do like boot camp type classes where you're doing high intensity interval training. You're doing a lot of weightlifting, but at the heavier weight, I found that it was really hard on my body. And when I started doing keto, I wasn't eating carbs and getting that glycogen to my muscles for the repair of muscles when they're torn down when you lift weights. So I decided to give up that type of exercise just until my body acclimated to and be fat adapted. So now I feel like I'm in that place. I'm going to start exercising again. So I've committed to 3 times a week doing cardio, 30 minutes of cardio, and then do some weightlifting with dumbbells. Start lower than what I'm used to and just kind of work my way up. I really feel like that will help tone me up, plump up my skin a little bit. You know, when you do the keto diet and you are quite heavy, you are susceptible to loose skin. So I'm hoping that will counteract some of that. One of my ultimate goals is to run a 5K, and I'm really not built for running, but it's one of those things I've always wanted to do. So I am setting a goal to do the Couch to 5K training program and run a 5K by the end of 2018. I talked about the vision board. For my next video, I'm going to show you what my vision board will look like. I'm going to put that together this week, and I'm hoping that it will help motivate you to do one as well. I'm going to insert some pictures into the video of different vision boards that I found online. I really do feel like they're a great tool to remind yourself every day of what you want, what your desires are, what you can accomplish. So take away from this the importance of motivation, the importance of making yourself accountable to yourself, to fulfill your dream of what you want to be, mind, body, and soul. It's so important. And live out your life with passion. I can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Please subscribe to my videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and ring the bell so that you know when my videos will come out. Thanks so much. Have a great day.